Hey guys, it's Gail with Everything Nash here with my friend Craig Campbell at his Grindstone Coffee Shop. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
My pleasure.
Lots to talk about. Ryman Benefit coming up. Tell me everything we need to know.
Oh, man. We've been doing the cornhole tournament every CMA Fest to benefit the Kenny Campbell Foundation, which is in honor of my dad. My dad was 36 years old when he died with colon cancer. So for the past, 15 years, everything, all the charity stuff that I've kind of focused my time and energy towards has been towards colorectal cancer awareness, raising money for that in honor of him. And so we decided this year to go big or go home, So the idea popped up. Let's book the Ryman and do a show at the Ryman, and that's kind of where it all started. So, and here we are.
And talk about the lineup. You have one of my favorite people in there, Michael Ray. I just love him, but you've got lots of other good people too.
So I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have some really awesome friends in the music business. And I called Michael, or texted him, and he hit me back right away and said, "I'm in." And he was literally one of the first 2 or 3 people that I texted. And so yeah, it's cool to have people like that in your life, in your circle, and you can call and help and ask for help with certain things. And he didn't hesitate.
All right, tell me who else is on the lineup.
So we got, well, first of all, me and Bradley Gaskin are kind of sharing the show together. He's somebody that I've come to admire, and I love his artistry. I love his voice, and we decided to do this together. So he's got Brian White coming up during his show. He's got Haley Benedict, and then during my show, I'm kind of, so we haven't announced this yet, so you're probably the first one to find out. But alongside Michael Ray, like we talked about, we have Taylor Holder. I'm excited about him. He's become a pretty cool dude with me over the last couple of years. He's been in my cornhole tournament a few times. He actually won this past year, the cornhole tournament. Top 7 American Idol finalist Maddie Pruitt is coming. She's going to sing a song with us. My daughter Presley Campbell is going to do a couple of songs. And then I got a very dear friend of mine. His name is Jason Sturgeon, who's going to play between Bradley's set and my set. So got a great lineup.
Love it. How old were you when your dad passed away?
I was 11 years old when he died. And he and my mom had divorced when I was a kid. So even the time that I did get to spend with him, I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time with him. It was like the every other weekend kind of thing. But yeah, I was 11.
Can you talk a little bit about why the cause is so important to you?
Well, honestly, when my dad died, I was 11, so everybody was old to me. So I'm like, it's just what people do. They die. But when I got older and I started thinking about having a family of my own, I started doing research, and I was like, well, what took my dad away from me? And when I started doing some research, I found out that what he died from was very preventable. And so that put me on a path to basically eliminate that as a possibility of what was going to take me out of this world. And I said, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to stay in my babies' lives for as long as I can. So that's where that came from.
Hey, you mentioned Maddie Pruitt. You, my friend, were on American Idol earlier this year. What in the actual world? Talk about that.
Well, I've known Maddie for years. She's super good friends with my girls. I've watched her. She's performed here. She's sold out this place twice. And I've just always been a fan of her talent. And she came to me one day. She said, "Mr. Craig, I'm trying out for American Idol. Will you play piano for my audition?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." And so, yeah, I spent the whole weekend with her down there. And
in Nashville, right?
In Nashville. She auditioned in Nashville. And it was pretty neat to be able to, when we walked out. I don't think Luke knew I was coming,
Because you used to play for Luke.
I used to play piano for Luke as well. And so it was a cool, surprise for me to be there for that, and then just also to be a part of her day.
And to meet Lionel Richie, which
I did. I got to shake hands with Lionel Richie, and it was pretty cool.
Okay, single out, Missing You. We were just talking about it. What a great song. First of all, give me the story behind the song.
So the song has a deep history with me. I actually recorded this song over 10 years ago. And when I was signed to that record label, they didn't really love the song as much as I did. So fast forward a few years, in 2018, we decided to put out an EP. And this song was on it, but it was called Me Missing You. And then not long after that, me and that record label, we went our separate ways. And then you mentioned Drew Baldridge, and I saw, because honestly, I didn't think I could have a hit at radio without a record deal. And then when I saw Drew do what he did, Drew Baldridge, it's just like, man, wait a minute, he has broken the algorithm. And so I decided to take a chance at radio, and I just knew that Missing You had to be the song.
Gosh, it's a great song.
I love it so much I recorded it twice.
But that's a big, as an independent artist, that's a big investment.
It is. It is a very big investment. Every month, those checks come, or those invoices come in. I'm like, oh. But I'm loving it. I love being in this position. I love being independent and having the control and the. I don't have to ask permission to do anything. It's just me and my wife. We make the decisions, and we lay down at night knowing that it's us.
So you have had, it's climbing up the charts at radio.
Yeah.
Radio is adding it thanks to your hard work. Would you do a record deal again, or are you pretty happy independent?
I wouldn't do a record deal, but I don't know that I would. I don't know that anybody would give me the record deal that I want. It would be a very Craig-friendly deal, and I don't think record labels are signing people with that in mind these days. But if a record, I definitely wouldn't say no off the bat. I mean, if they wanted to come to the table and let's talk, I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
You heard it here. You also have become very famous on TikTok, and we cannot talk and not talk about that. You are hysterical.
Well, I appreciate it. I will say that when my manager came to me, she said, "Hey, we got to do this TikTok." I said, "No, I'm not doing that." She said, "We have to." I said, "I'm not doing it," because several years ago, TikTok was a lot of the dancing and all that, and I said, "I'm not doing that." And I don't like singing into my phone. I don't like doing that. And so she said, "How about this? How about we lean into your comedic side and just start doing some skits?" I said, "Well, even then, I don't have the time. I got this place. My girls are in full-time volleyball year round. I tour." She said, "What if I make it easy on you?" And so she brought a plan, and I said, "Okay, I'll do that." And I've been having fun with it.
I love it so much. What else is happening with you with music?
So the single, been working it, hyper focused on it. Music, still touring, doing my same. I do about 75 to 100 shows a year, and just always working on new music, writing new songs, but yeah, the main focus right now is Missing You and getting it up the chart.
All right, and last question. We're in your beautiful Grindstone Cowboy Coffee House. Talk about this place.
So Grindstone Cowboy was a dream. I've always thought maybe owning a coffee shop. I had the name Grindstone Cowboy, and we just celebrated our 3rd anniversary. It took off. It turned into something we didn't expect, but we love it. We're actually about to open our 2nd location in Shelbyville. Should be open sometime maybe in October.
Okay.
And then we also have another location going in Florida that should open next year.
Where?
Santa Rosa Beach.
Okay, do you need me to come cover that when it opens? Because I'm just volunteering.
I'm 100%. I'm going to need all the help we can get.
Good to see you, my friend.
You too. I appreciate you.